Hello, everyone. I'm Matyas, the priest. I'm enjoying the last rays of the sunlight and just thinking about uh, the liturgy that I have to give on Saturday about St. Francis. Many of the saints learn the path to merciful love, but St. Francis of Assisi really stands out. In his youth, Francis wanted to be a famous knight going out there and slaying dragons like a lot of other people, but he was wounded in battle. After he recovered, he started to wander into abandoned churches to pray. And praying before God and before San Damiano Cross, he had a deep personal experience. And he felt God's compassionate love. And the event that changed his life was his encounter ultimately with a leper. As an ambitious youth who sought fame and glory, Francis had a great disdain for lepers, like a lot of people of his day. And then, when he saw a leopard, he would hold his nose and he would run away and try to stay away from them. And after he experienced God's merciful love in the San Damiano Cross, Francis met a leper along the road, and instead of showing disgust, Francis dismounted his horse. He gave the leper alms, and he kissed the leper's hand. This experience marked a profound turn of events in his life, and by experiencing God's love for him and his crucified Christ, Francis experienced the same goodness of God in the kiss of the leper. And recounting the experience at the end of his life, he wrote, what was bitter had turned into sweetness of soul and body. So in that way, he felt the Spirit, the Holy Spirit descend on him. So he had come to a new awareness of God's merciful love. And love opened up to the divine and mystery of the heart and everything else. And then he realized that that the God of his life was the God of love and in every life, and he called all creatures brother and sister. Each and everything, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, was of infinite value because it reflected God in its own unique being. Earthworms in the middle of the road, bees that were freezing in winter, Francis attended to every creature with grace and respect. He called himself brother, not out of a title or as a structure of reality. He lived in solidarity with every creature of the earth. And I think that this is an amazing experience and an example, one that the Bishop of Rome has taken on himself as being called Pope Francis. He's taken a great example of what it means to be in solidarity with humanity, and certainly he's not a perfect person, a perfect creature. He's not God on earth. He is an example of someone to look up to in a lot of ways, and he's taken an even greater example, someone who has been canonized, a saint, is honored by us as Orthodox as well, and in that we can also feel solidarity, and that's why it's so important, not just as a symbol to bring your pets, your animals, your furry and your feathered friends over to come see us, but also to feel solidarity with the ideal, and that ultimately that's what saints represent, is an ideal. So each one represents a kind of a mystery, a way of living, an example of how to be as human beings, and certainly in love for our furry and feathered friends. That's one of the reasons why we honor St. Francis in October. So I hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoyed this liturgy. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely would love your subscriptions, and I look forward to seeing you, if you have time, at the Animal Blessing in Trinity Bellwoods this weekend.